We didn't start the fire. No, really, we didn't. This week on The Hapless Heroes.
Use your teeth as a filter. Just get through it.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Hapless Heroes podcast. I'm Francesco, and I continue to be your host and DM, at least for this week. Before we start, or continue, really, our little two-parter here, we're going to do the thing we always do and introduce my cast. Starting on my virtual left, we have Dave as Yeti, the Yeti.
Are we there, Yeti?
Mike as a Minotaur by another name, Brock Stark.
Dad jokes for Concordia.
Nicole as Uliana Zangiv.
I'm definitely probably not going to kill a carpet installer.
To her right, left, Sebastian is Nikita Zangiv.
Don't worry, I already put plastic down in the kitchen.
Oh, no. And Lewis as Morris DeLume. No relation.
How am I going to know what properties to look at if I don't have the paper here, huh?
When we last left off, there was a delay in a paper delivery.
Yeah, well...
Yeah, I guess some other things happened too. So there was some plans made for distractions and arson even in this manufactured and, what do we call it? Witness protection facility that you all seem to be at. People were talking about setting some unoccupied houses on fire or Morris's, because apparently he thinks that he took out a insurance policy on this house he does not own.
Look, there were a lot of things that were said by a lot of people that the IAI is going to regret. And, that's fine. We'll live with the consequences of that.
There was going to be some sort of distraction made, a vehicle stolen from a carpet delivery person, and an attempt to escape this facility to find either freedom or the other facility where the rocket is that is supposed to be used to find out what happened to our illustrious party that we've left behind on the Gabbiani with some shit that's happening over there, I guess.
Dinner.
It seems like, this plan is, we'll call it half-baked at best. And the original crew of the Cosmos Concordia are kind of desperate to get the hell out of there and have agreed to let you kind of come along for the ride and help them plan this escape.
This is totally our plan. This is 100% our plan. They did nothing.
Well, they offered some things, but that's fine. We can debate who was involved with what as this continues. But we start with a doorbell ringing. There was just a bulletin on the TV that explains something about how the IAI has actually had a new CEO or head or director essentially appointed that is actually a member of a parliamentary task force of the interplanetary parliament that exists between Verdara and Concordia. And apparently has mandated inspections of every IAI facility to ensure that things are all above board and, that everything is proceeding safely and without errors this time around. And that is a very ominous and very well-timed announcement for the escape plan that is about to brew as the doorbell rings, as the carpet delivery person with their big van arrives with a house.
Very good.
Like a house amount of carpet.
Like this, the changing of the guard here is either the best or worst thing that could happen to this plan. Because if we slip into it properly, we can use it to our advantage.
Oh. Nikita's gonna go. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, like maybe this is gonna be Yeti, like murmuring in the house, like, look, like we after we get out of here, we switch our cover over to inspectors. We get to do anything.
The
That's
government
actually
doesn't know we're not astronauts.
a very good idea, Yeti. Very good. Just occurred to me real quick. Something just hit my brain, and I want to just kind of clarify before we move forward here. Is there still a sentient, pain in the ass AI that's watching our every move?
Sure is. It's been pretty quiet this whole time.
I'm gonna say, I feel like
So Nikita, as the doorbell has rung, is going to be wheeling in a large bale tub full of water into the middle of the room. And we're going to do like the kitchen side room area. We're going to follow Uliana wherever she goes. And I'm going to be like, Mr. Yeti, I don't know how to say this, but it's bath time. Starts taking off his Adidas jumpsuit. Sorry, I have to put the AI in a weird compromising position whether they want to record this or not.
Well, there's no cameras, right? It's audio, right? Where it responds to...
It's audio only AI?
It responds to your prompts and then like manifests as to make you feel more comfortable speaking to it as whatever, like as a fox-like creature, but it is just like it doesn't have eyes, or it doesn't have like, it doesn't
Did we all know
watch
this?
you. It just listens and responds.
How do we get it to stop listening is the question. Well, now that I know that I'm disappointed.
We probably had a whole subplot about that last time. I forgot about it entirely.
I completely...
I mean, I was just kind of making it an annoying part of your daily lives. But we were, the last night when the planning session was happening somewhere outside of earshot of this thing, and then it was just the hangout at Morris's, right? That would have been within earshot, but nobody would.
So we're gonna backtrack this, remove the questionable content, and he's gonna wheel in a giant radio boombox, and it's gonna just start playing like 70s funkadelic music loud as shit.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you mean so like the previous century, like 70s? Or like it, like,
is that when
like
disco was invented on Concordia?
Pretty sure
Disco.
that the current year is 3286. So it would have been 10 years ago. 70s stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Disco. And I'm going to telepathically say to Uliana, you should answer the door and get them to come in here.
Yeah, this is the music that just became cringe.
No. I refuse. Listen to this.
He said, I refuse.
This is my life. You all get to deal with it too.
Uliana comes out of the kitchen with a chef's knife, wearing an apron. Comes up to the front door, opens it.
Yep, it's two members of the IAI, like with the badges and the white like jumpsuits, carrying a carpet. And like, you recognize them. You don't remember their names, but it does look like they have name badges on. It just says it's Mark H. There's no last names. It's just last initial. And Ernest M. Mark and Ernest are here.
Yeah.
Hi, Uliana. Brother, here, the carpet. Gotta replace it again.
Yes, right this way. And I use the knife to motion to follow me.
They enter with the carpet into the living area, like past the
Disco
foyer.
music is blasting.
Yeah, kind of loud in here. But I mean that's fine. Whatever. Can we? So where do you want Nikita? Are you out here?
I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah. You can see them. It's like, kind of more of an open floor plan type thing. Okay, where do you want this, Nikita?
come over here. You can put them in the kitchen. It's the only place with no carpet. So if you're gonna take up all the carpet, you don't want to put the carpet on the place.
Right.
The carpet.
Yes. No, but it's okay. Is this the right color? Is this what you were looking for? Or?
Oh, fuck! Does he offer him a clipboard with information on it about the carpet? Is that what he's doing right now?
He's showing you, like you asked, you sent specifications over.
Yeah. Sorry, I almost choomed out just there. Okay, he knows he's supposed to be on a plan, and he knows that this is very important, but he starts looking through the paperwork.
Perfect.
And
no, that's perfect. We're gonna give you a moment then. We're gonna cut over to Team Arson.
Yeah.
I will say before we cut over, Uliana and Yeti notice that there is one Ray Goldmane prowling around outside of the house. He looks in through one of the windows and like locked eyes with you, Yeti, and just, you see him kind of do like a wrestling or like a motion, like fist punching, and he points at himself and he points at the guys and he just, points to his wrist. And then he just kind of crouches back down. Meanwhile, we cut over to Morris, Brock, and Argenta. Lorenza, the first mate, original first mate of the Cosmos Concordia. Three of you have maybe taken a bit of a stroll this morning, and have noticed that the majority of the houses here are unoccupied. Aside from Clancy's, the house of the Sheldons, who are home, and Clancy is grounded, and you can kind of see him watching from the window on the second floor of their home. As you walk past, you don't wave.
I'm sorry, I zoomed out again. My bad.
Yeah, but many of the other homes, especially the ones on the other side of the water, like on the other part of the strip, there's no one in there. Like, they are unoccupied. It appears to me it's mostly just y'all and the crew of the Cosmos Concordia that occupy any of the actual homes here. Everything else seems... And there's that... If I remember, the schoolhouse that's at the end of the street on your side.
Yeah, we walk by a house and Morris is like peeking in through the window and checking out the...
Yeah, no furniture.
Strength of the thresholds.
Yeah, no furniture. The doors are locked, but there's the houses look empty if you look through the windows.
We are actively scouting out where we're going to start this fire, right?
That is correct.
That's what we're doing.
And you see, you can see from across the way that the carpet van is in front of the, the Yeti and Children residence.
I wanna set Brock's tone first quickly. When he shows up for said reconnaissance, he arrives because it was the only thing he could find that would make sense that he had available to him. A pillowcase is over his head. His horns are cut out in from the pillowcase with little eye hole slits. He can barely see out of them.
And this is the middle of the day, or this is the morning. We're in broad daylight.
I mean, well, he can't be recognized, and this was supposed to be a stealthy. He chose the stealthy of the activities.
Sure, yeah.
So he is double downing on the stealth.
Okay.
He cannot be noticed or recognized. So he's wearing a pillowcase over his face. Yep. But his horns are prominently out,
right. Could be any Minotaur.
I don't know how many other Minotaurs are around.
Could be any Minotaur.
Any
also,
Minotaur.
What does his pillowcase look like?
It is floral. It's got a white base to it with green vines and yellow flowers. Very 1980s grandma vibe. That's kind of what I'm going for.
Okay, excellent. And, Argenta looks over at you, Brock, and says, "You look ridiculous. You're the only Minotaur here."
But nobody can notice who I am.
Yeah, you look like a homeowner.
I resent that. Lorraine's for me, please.
What? Mark, are you feeling
We're
okay?
all getting homes after this.
I am not. I will not be involved.
Okay. Well, Morris, you said you may have something that can, maybe help us do this and make it look like an accident. We should not hang around long. Again, we're just taking a stroll. It's another reason why, Brock, it is ridiculous that you were wearing that pillowcase.
You said we were looking for places to set fires. I don't want to be seen.
I hate to break it to you, Brock. I hate to break it to you, Brock, but you are only calling more attention to yourself.
During this time, Morris has produced like a ball of trash and clippings from his pocket.
like lint, like
paper.
pocket lint too. And
Yeah, paper and like old coupons maybe that are expired. And you just see him like, yeah, hold on, I got something there. Hold on, no. Hold on, I got something. And then you hear... And then finally you see this like little wisp of black smoke come out from behind him. He turns around, behold, I've done a spell or whatever. Here, you can do whatever you want with the dragon lady.
I've done a spell. He took a lighter to a handful of trash.
And he shoves it into the hands of Argenta Silvertongue or whatever it is.
Holy shit. Here's a ball of flaming trash. And she goes, what the fuck? And she just like throws it.
Hurl it!
Yeah, she just throws it off to the side as it burns her hand because you just put it in her hand. Thankfully, her
I gave her the
scaly
handle
skin
part.
can handle it, but throws it. Just kind of throws it off to the side without thinking, and it lands in a particularly dry bush.
Let's cheese it before
Hey,
the...
as long as that Bic has fluid in it, he can cast it as a cantrip.
Jesus Christ.
He knows.
Oh, I love that, dude. You should get inspiration for that, bro. You
No, I
turned red.
gotta give it to Morris here. For sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, for the fucking ball of trash setting on fire and call. Yeah, there's your
And it
inspiration,
being
Morris.
Nice.
Calling it
Absolutely.
And now a house is on.
A fire has started. The house hasn't gone up in flames yet, but a fire is brewing.
Bush is on
Do you
fire.
stand there and stare at it?
I said let's cheese it before the
Let's
whatever.
cheese
gets
it,
here.
right? Okay. Sorry, and that means let's
Yeah.
run away.
Right.
Yeah.
I look at Brock and I'm like, that wasn't your home or anything, was it? I didn't see no furniture in there.
No, it wasn't that.
I know we all owning homes over here, but
I can't tell. Hold on, and he's pokes
Adjusting.
his big
Argenta,
like fingers.
just the
Dude.
holes in his...
Brock, Argenta rips off the pillowcase from your head.
No,
he hasn't.
And she says, Brock, get a hold of yourself. Let's just fast walk out of here. We're just on a walk together.
He wasn't seeing that whole time.
Didn't you just set fire?
You did.
You've revealed my.
You were
Hold
being
on, I got
identity.
something.
extremely conspicuous.
Hold on, I
Is
got
that-
something
is
for
this a soap
that.
opera?
And I pull out a pack of cigarettes and I light all of them at once and I start to smoke all of them.
Oh my God.
And I cast...
Do not.
I cast second...
Listen,
I cast second-hand fog.
You can only do that once per day.
Tell me about secondhand fog.
It's fog, basically, but it stinks a little and it yellows your walls and teeth and clothes.
And your lungs.
And lungs, yeah.
It has 10 gold of material components.
It does have material components. I gotta go back to the house to get another pack of smokes. But.
Oh my
yes, there's now. Well, that's a different type of a game that we could be playing, I think. Right now, it's 120 feet of coverage, though.
Yeah, this dense fog,
yellow,
Wow.
emits from Morris as he just.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. It's 20 feet, 20-foot radius.
Yeah, this dense 20-foot radius like fog emits from Morris as he exhales this stinky, wretched cloud of cigarette smoke.
I just want to let everyone else know too. My first spell that I cast earlier was arson. That was just what it's called. It's pretty.
These are the trash magic spells that we
Pretty
came up
straightforward.
with. They are all cantrip like little like type things or like
Yeah.
ones to charge
Let's
things. I
go.
forgot exactly how we did it, but we did come up with this stuff the last time. Wonderful. Well, yes, we'll say that now. I mean, you are very obscured now and coughing probably.
Yeah, we dip out.
Come on, let's get through the smoke.
Yeah, I grab whoever's hand is closest to me and start.
I mean, that would be
running away.
Brock, and then Argenta just pushes you, Brock, and she just says, like, Brock, get a hold of yourself. Like, we were just on a walk, okay? And now we have, let's just move. Let's just move.
Let's run
There's
away from
smoke
this
everywhere.
everywhere.
She like pushes you along, right? So, like,
Scared absolutely.
Use your teeth as a filter. Just get through it.
I'm so glad that I'm on. the
you
other
hear,
team.
and I want to say that I made the AI called Eve.
Yes, you
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Eve AI assistant is what
Yes.
I have written.
Yeah.
You hear like a doom doom.
God damn it.
Just and you hear this sort of open flame detected at 17 Hickory Street. Please dispatch fire suppression units immediately. And then like this, like like an alarm begins to sound through the complex. Please, civilians, get to safety. There is a fire. Crews will be here shortly to take care of the fire.
Have we made it to safety at some point? At this point,
you walked 20
Okay.
feet out of your cloud of smoke.
Nice. I look back and I say to Argenta, I'm like, yeah, I can see why you needed our help. And then I pop a piece of gum in.
You see the confidence like leave her face as this whole plan is unraveling. Meanwhile, the alarm you hear the alarm sounding outside. The carpet installation fellas, Mark and Ernest, look to each other. These are a tabaxi gentleman and a gift gentleman. As again, everyone here is pretty much anthropomorphized animals. Ernest being the GIF and Mark being the tabaxi. They say, "Oh shit." Okay, everybody stay calm. This is just a fire. They'll be sending the drones out to probably put that out anytime now. Let's stay put here. We're just going to go check out and see what's going on. And they start making their way towards the door.
Absolutely no delay after the word fire in there. Yeti's arms go up and he just starts shrieking. After a 6 count of standing in place doing that, he starts running around in circles around the room clockwise.
Uliana, make a perception check, please. And Nikita.
Dirty 16. I love that your native is picking all that up. It's us. It's literally just.
Yeah, I'll just put that like in the backdrop. Oh my goodness.
Nikita just looks up at the other 2 adults and just like, yes, leave us alone with him. Very responsible.
Juliana, what was the result of your perception check?
13,
Okay.
including modifier.
You both see that Ray Goldmane has moved now. He's moving from the back of the house towards the front. He's taken this as his signal.
Is he supposed to do the dirty work? Are we supposed to do nothing?
I don't know. What do you do? These guys were attempting to make their way to the door and are now being like, no, sir, Yeti, please calm down. It's fine. Like the fire. We're just gonna.
Never in the history of the calming down have the words "calm down" ever calmed someone down.
Very true. You're actually going to make him have a panic attack if you keep talking like that.
Okay. Listen, we just wanted to stop. We're just the maintenance guys, okay? We're not trained for mental health situations. Hold on, we'll have to call in some back. And before he even finishes the word backup, Ray tackles Ernest to the ground. And just gives him like, a big smack.
Oh shit, he's smacking him.
He's like, no,
shit.
you will not be calling for backup today. Let's roll initiative, people in the house.
Oh fuck. Wait, All right. I don't have any spells as a bard.
No
So
spells.
this is going to be
You have
interesting.
inspiration, and you have the
dream.
things in the house at your disposal,
Yep.
And faith.
Yep.
and maybe
And
the
faith.
things on these people at your disposal.
And some faith.
And faith.
So, I mean, I guess it never came up because things went in a different direction than I was expecting. But let's just say that there is a coffee cake on the countertop
Yes, of course
that
there is.
does have some kind of like sleeping pills crushed up in it or melatonin or whatever I had kicking around the house. That's what Uliana's plan was. That's what the knife was for. I was just waiting for it to be the right moment. So, like, nobody else knows that there's sleeping pills in there except for Nikita either, right?
So in
Nikita
that case,
would know. That would
Uliana-
have come up.
Uliana, you can try to diffuse the situation as, again, Ray as acting impulsively as the man is...
No, well, I mean, now they've seen Ray. I mean, there's been a tackle, so no, we're just going this direction.
There
And just,
is...
that happens
I will
to-
always keep the door open for de-escalation here, should you choose to do that. Your turn will be your turn. Do with it as you see fit. I do not want to dismiss this idea. I wish I had only known about this before the screaming started.
To be fair, Yeti didn't know the screaming was going to start until then either.
He also doesn't know about the fucking the cake.
He does
either.
not know about
Yeah.
the cake.
In
In
Yeti
fact,
just
actually,
knows that
wait.
there's coffee cake at this
Right,
point.
yes. And no one has taken a slice of the coffee cake yet.
Yet.
Okay.
No, I haven't even sliced it yet. I'm still
Right.
holding the knife. Yeah.
And the guy who gets smacked is just like, Ray, what are you doing? Calm down. What is happening? What is everybody's initiative?
Got a dirty 20.
30-20. Uliana.
I'm assuming I don't have an initiative bonus of any kind at
If you have
this point.
dexterity, then it's a bonus. If you have no dexterity, then no bonus.
Oh, no, I have a 2.
That's
So
plus 2.
16 plus 2 is 18.
Okay. And Yeti?
Flat 10.
Okay. Nikita, you get to go first. Here. The tackle has happened.
First
The
thing-
question of what are you doing? Oh my God, everybody, please, let's calm down. Has stated. I guess the question and a statement have been uttered.
Nikita's literally just going to go over to Ray, at least like standing. I can see him, and say, "Ray, that is some nice definition on your biceps." And he's gonna have bardic inspiration.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go. I'm assuming the kitchen's right next to me.
Yeah.
I am going to go to the kitchen, grab the pan of pound cake.
Coffee cake.
I'm gonna coffee cake. I'm gonna walk over to the guy that's on the floor, and I'm just gonna put some in his mouth.
You know?
We're going with force feeding the kid.
Whoa. Do you say anything before you do that?
Open mind.
Not, hey, everybody, how about we just chill out with some fucking cake? No, just open up. Okay.
Again, not sliced yet, which means that you're putting a handful of cake in, not like a slice of cake.
The best plan, something. Go ahead and make me. We're going to call this an actual intimidation roll to see if you could get this guy to feel so like, what the fuck? And he just ends up taking a bite. He is a bit confused.
That is a dirty 16.
Okay, he rolled a nat 1, which is apropos, as the man was just tackled and is experiencing a bit of confusion. So in this whole haze of things that have happened in the last few seconds, he's like, "What? Sure, okay." Oh, that's really good. That's really
It's so good, right? I'm gonna look up at the other one as he sees his friend.
Again, Ray, what the fuck?
Don't look at him. Look at this. And I will move. That's my turn.
Okay, well, Liana, it actually is your go next.
I guess after that, I see the cake tray that's being held up, and I slice it with the knife I'm holding. Do I roll to slice?
No, you can slice things easily.
Roll to attack the pan.
You now have a nice slice of this coffee cake in your possession.
I offered that to the second
guy who is confused. Again, we have a Yeti still running around, screaming in the background.
Yes. And a guy tackled. And we are two children.
And an alarm.
We are two very obviously traumatized children
very
by
calm.
the situation. Trying to make it work.
You offer Mark a piece of coffee cake, and he's like, "It's not usually mine. Not, a big coffee person, but could you make me a persuasion check, Juliana?"
Mm-hmm. Sure can. This is going to be really good. I've got a great charisma score.
Your brother can give his adult onset, his child onset.
Oh yeah. I forgot I have that, and I have Bardic Inspiration. So absolutely. That's up for grabs for anyone. Anyone wants to use it. I will.
It would be anyone present with you. I would say you can't really hit it up to someone you can't directly affect.
Cool. What do I get to? What's the extra I get to roll
get advantage here?
Okay. Excellent. Yes, I'm going to take it. I need that.
Nice.
Oof, that first one was rough. Oh, that's a lot better. 18. Oh my god.
We're just looking up at him
time.
with our 8 Thrycreen eyes, just all beady-eyed.
He goes, "Okay, you know what?
Slightly watering.
Sure, kid. I'll have a taste if it means y'all just stay put here." And he takes a nice big bite of the coffee cake.
In my country, it's rude not to eat everything offered.
In your country?
My culture.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to eat it all, or else it's insulting.
I'm gonna roll 2 Constitution saves.
Nice.
Ernest, who has been tackled by Ray, is like, "Ray, come on, man, just get off me." And then both he and Mark collapse and fall asleep on the floor.
Very good.
Alarm sounding. Is Yeti still running around yelling, or now that these...
Yeti continues panicking and will use both his move and his action to dash to continue around the room, screaming at full volume with his hands in the air.
Mr. Yeti, you did a great job. You played part to perfection. You can stop.
We can drop initiative. So just very briefly, I just wanted to see order of, because obviously Nikita took Uliana's carefully laid plan and grabbed a handful of it and shoved it in a dude's face, right? So. And she managed to convince the other to go along with it.
Yeah, teach them have some cake.
Nikita gives a Thrycreen, the carapace raises an eyebrow would. Yes, come have a slice.
Yeti makes 2 more laps before he just suddenly comes to a stop, and he's like, "Did we win?" And then passes.
Yes. Oh, fuck. I'll catch him. Oh.
Ray catches him on the way down as he was beginning to pick himself up. Okay, back outside. You see that from the west, a small fleet of tiny drones begin to fly out from the roof of one of the large IAI, like rectangular buildings, and start flying over to where the bushfire has begun to get a little bit more intense. And also to the gigantic fog cloud of cigarette smoke that is,
which was placed in front of the.
Not
hey,
far
if
from
that's
it.
still there. That's
It is.
That's gonna make it hard for them to fight that fire.
Well, you see that some of the drones divert off and now begin spraying water on the fog cloud, while the others attempt to begin to extinguish the other fire. And you can hear, you can see in the distance that some of the folks from the northern gate are making their way over to investigate. The car is still, you can see from where you are, you've reached the end of the street, or you've reached like the bend, right, where it's coming back around now. You can see the house, where Yeti and the kids are, where the vehicle's parked out front. There appears to be, the front door appears to be wide open. I'd like for, I guess, Brock and Morris to make perception checks. What do you got? What do we got?
5.
Oh.
6.
Oh.
Oh shit!
Okay.
I mean,
3 +
listen,
3,
between
baby.
the pillowcase and the smoke, I'm
Yeah.
Hard to
Not doing
hear.
well.
Hard to hear anything. Hard to see anything this far away. All you hear is the blaring, fire alarm still, and the voice of Eve just saying, "Please make your way to safety, civilians. This is for your safety. That you should not be outdoors until fire crews have left the situation and deemed everything to be okay."
Is the funky 70s music still bumping in the house?
That is still bumping in the house.
Oh yeah,
I
disco.
I take some gum out of my pockets and roll them up into like a little cone shape and put them in my ears. I'm like, I'm tired of listening to that fucking lady all the time telling me what to do. And then I hand some earplug gum over to Brock. I'm just like, here you go. If you want some, you don't want to hear that too.
Earplug gum. He hands you 2 pieces of chewed gum.
Don't worry. It's dry by now.
Do you take them, Brock?
I don't want to be rude.
Oh my god!
He says.
I'm gonna.
He
I'm
looks
gonna
at you with
take them.
wide eyes like,
I'm gonna do like one of those like thank you so much, and like put them toward my ear, but then kind of like
Drop them behind you.
pull them.
That's
like
good
drop them
enough
behind
for-
my shoulders.
that's perfect enough for more. He doesn't even. As
doesn't
soon as
even
you
want
take
you
it
to put
from
him in, yeah.
great.
Incredible. You make your way towards the house?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yes.
I
You
guess if that's what we're doing.
I'm being
Yeah.
led. Isn't somebody holding my hand?
I mean, not anymore. You can see.
Oh, okay.
The fog cloud is
Kinda
only
like
20
being-
feet.
Being led.
You're okay. You're still being led. Sure. Yes. You, the leader of this, the former leader of this crew, is enjoying.
Listen, sometimes we can't all. Listen, I make a lot of decisions all the time. Sometimes it's nice for someone else to step up and make a decision. It doesn't always have to be Brock.
Okay, we're learning something today.
Valid crash out.
Valid crash out, indeed. Yeah, this is just Crash Out the miniseries, really. Let's be honest with ourselves.
That's kind of what would happen to the crew if like some randos just replaced them. Everyone would be crashing out.
Yeah, they've been crashing out. I'm pretty sure the last couple episodes before this pair were the crash out.
Oh yeah, the big crash
We
out. That's
witnessed
the song
the
that's
crash
playing.
out. Anyway, Well, in that case, crash out in progress. Brock, you are led along with everybody else back to the house where you see as you walk up closer, 2 passed out, orderlies and 1 passed out Yeti and some bumpin' disco music.
Nice.
How many minutes have passed since the guys passed out? Has it been several minutes?
It's maybe
or
a
did
couple.
It literally just happened.
Just a couple minutes.
Okay, Uliana's managed to strip the uniform off of one of them, leaving them in the cartoon A-tank and
Yep.
boxers, right?
Yep.
Is working on the second one and has taken the carpet piece they brought in with them and rolled it out on the ground, clearly intending to
Roll them up in it.
It looks very
After
practiced
stealing their
and
uniforms.
precise.
Yeah.
I'm drinking an espresso coffee.
And you're still looking at the clipboard with all the errors, right, of the carpet order?
It's shaking my head, just like these idiots don't know quarter-inch from quarter-inch and a half. Oh, adults, welcome to the party.
Well, adults, you walk into this scene.
Immediately hear a ding from the kitchen over the music. You're like, oh, sis, those are your quiches. They're going to burn. And I run into the
My
kitchen.
God, this motherfucker found a way to involve a quiche. Quiche Force will never die, and this is our curse
They'll
now
never
for the rest of this
die.
fucking podcast.
The quiche is not drugged.
It's for stacking.
It's just for eating. It's quiche.
It's quiche.
We
Don't
gotta-
try to turn it into something it isn't. It's just food.
Yeah, we gotta wait for that to cool. So while we wait for the quiches to cool, most of the group has reconvened. Missing is Kenkasi, notably. Has been missing since he zoomed out the other night.
Judas.
And Renzak Smith, who was also absent from the planning room.
The lizard dude?
Yeah.
Double Judas.
I don't trust him at all. He has problems.
They all have problems.
Yeah, but his are a little bit more pronounced.
Yeah, Renzak's was, I think the last time we all saw Renzak's truly was at the bar at the after party, the launch party, and he was.
having a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Yep.
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 So he's been pretty absent this whole time. But it's just you now. There is a car out front and 2, larger person-sized uniforms.
Maurice and Yeti probably filled them. Oh, actually, Brock was one of them.
A GIF.
Tell me the sizes. Yeah, the GIF.
GIF would probably.
So one of them would be big.
Brock and we could probably wear Eugene's uniform.
So one to him and
Mark's uniform, I guess, if maybe there were a couple alterations made, Morris could fit into it.
I will immediately make those alterations with precision.
Yeah, you know what? Roll me a sewing tools check. We'll give you proficiency and use your dex.
Sleight of hand, yeah.
Yeah, sure, that.
Oh, 19 on the die
This
plus
man-
2, dirty 21.
These are the fastest alterations you've ever seen to clothing in your life, Morris.
I got 4 hands.
True. This is
Shit
true.
going
It's
quick.
what? It's one of the what? What'd you say?
Fastest clothing alterations you've seen in your life. And I mean, I know you move at a slower pace, but this was crazy.
I pull a tape
That was
measure out because
crazy.
I've had that this whole time.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, what's it look like right now?
Like a U-sized uniform.
Oh, nice.
You and the Brock are wearing uniforms now.
And Argento says, "Look, Brock, now you have a disguise."
Should I put the pillowcase back on?
What is he talking about?
She holds up the pillowcase with the holes cut in it that he was wearing earlier.
I don't think you're going to need that, Brock. If I'm being quite honest.
Maybe
Maybe-
Brock should have some of the cake too.
No, I hold my hand up like, Oh, sister, don't tempt. I take. Can I hold my hand out for the pillowcase? Can I see it?
Yeah.
I will literally make it whatever you want.
Ooh.
There's your disguise.
Very good. Very good.
Brock is content.
Maybe it's one of those bandanas you can like. It's got the
Like
eye holes cut in
Zorro?
it, so you can like make it like an eye mask, right?
Or
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
remember the
If you
wanna-
Zorro
Teenage
movie from the
Mutant Ninja
90s?
Turtles.
Yeah, you can like
2000s?
flip it down into one of those.
When
if
he
you wanted
first started and he was wearing just like that scarf that he
That.
pulls in.
That.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
nice.
to. I like this. There was already because you already had the eye holes cut in the pillowcase, and now it's just been turned into an eye bandana.
Yeti, will you be a doll?
that you can just
Great.
wear as a regular
Yes,
bandana
dashing.
as well.
Yeti, will you be a doll?
I am
and
a
get all
masked
of the
vigilante.
carpet out of the back of the truck, please? Does anyone want coffee? I made coffee.
Yeah, I'll take a cup.
No,
Absolutely.
Argenta's like, sure, but I'm gonna go help with the unloading and stuff too.
I think I brought my own mug too. Hold on.
Pulls out like a 64 ounce.
Right.
I will, of course, have a coffee.
The children, right? Yes. Which again, we did discuss that Thri-Kreen children, like grow and mature quickly, but again, every species has different sort of like time frames for these things, right? Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. I love this. All right, sure. The alarm keeps going off still outside while you enjoy your coffee and while things are getting unloaded, but it's only a few minutes before all the carpet's out of the car and Ray has rolled up Eugene and Mark into one of the larger sections of carpet, and kind of just like let them just rest against the wall, sleeping soundly.
I still think we should wrap them, but if you want to leave them like that, that's your prerogative.
There's like
A lot
a
harder
bungee
to
cord.
run. Oh, yeah, you're right. This is not incriminating at all. So,
Oh, they'll
does
be
anyone
fine.
who knows how to drive?
Morris's hand shoots up.
Oh, yeah, you did do that in your previous life, yes.
Perfect.
Mr. Yeti,
We'll all hop in the back.
beautiful. Well, real quick before we go, Mr. Yeti, you know the sad juice that you drink that has a strangely Thri-Kreen name and is very clear in those bottles?
He just continues to breathe heavily as he has continued to be passed out.
Oh. But I know where they are anyway. I'm going to go to his stash. Can we just say 2/5 of vodka?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Some
yeah,
water.
Take whatever you need from his stuff. He's just going to be blacked out until the next scene.
You're going to see this young, I think I'm an 8-year-old child take out 2/5. 9. Take out 2/5 of vodka, pop the caps, take out some extra fabric I got from the pillowcase, put them in the top, pour out a little bit of the alcohol onto the rag, and hand one to Liliana. I'm ready now.
Liana takes it like this is well practiced, and we've done this many times. And actually passes back a piece of carpet that's the appropriate size for us to use them to hide behind, fake wrap ourselves in the back of the car.
As camouflage.
Yeah, we're just carpet rolls.
Incredible. All right. We have 2 camouflaged, carpeted Thri-Kreen children and a few adults piling into this gigantic van that had delivered the carpets to your door and begin heading towards, the gate, I guess. You've noticed that a bunch of the guards have diverted their attention to where the fire is being put out by the drones. I see a finger up. Sebastian.
Oh, yeah, because on the way to the gate, I'm assuming it's not that
It's
long
not
of a
far.
ride, but
It's not very far.
we are driving past some homes. Do we know if these homes are occupied or not?
I mean, the only homes that are occupied are the ones that all of you were occupying, plus the crew, plus Clancy.
And none
You
of
see-
those.
You see Clancy. No, none of them. There's only the one that was on fire, and it was just the bush. Clancy.
None, are any of them around us?
What do you mean?
Like, as we're driving to the gate, are there any homes that we know of that
You
are
would have
people
passed-
living in them?
You would have passed by Clancy's house, and then turned to, to the main road that kind of goes between the gates.
Well, I'm gonna try and go for the opposite direction of Clancy's house.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the lighter that I've had this whole time from Maurice's house, and I'm going to light Morris. Sorry, I'm gonna light the end of the cloth, and I'm just gonna throw it at the nearest house. That's not the direction of Clancy's house.
It'd be so fucking funny if that was Morris's house.
I was gonna ask him where it was and aim for it, but I felt like that would be too mean-spirited for Nikita.
Morris lives on the other side of us. I have notes from this originally. Morris is in number 6. We're in number 5. Clancy's in number 4.
Okay, so I'm throwing
Unless we're on the
numbers
end
3 to 2 to 1. Let's go 2.
Sure. Brock, that was your house.
Uh-oh.
You have nothing really important in there.
Perfect.
I hope you responded to the email.
I mean,
the
it's
whiteboard's
just...
not his house.
Nikita,
That was
the
Ray's house.
whiteboard? Oh, okay.
I mean, you say
mind.
there's nothing there, but, it's a house. It's my
Right.
house.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of your fault for the abhorrent lawn management that you were doing. That's why I picked it. I'm sorry.
What?
Yeah, your lawn looked like not great.
The lawns are all,
I
by
take
the
a
way, plastic.
I take offense to that.
And it's now on fire. Like the whole front of
The
it in the
lawn,
background.
yeah. There's just like this shattering of glass and like this, like as
like
the
melting green river.
yes, you can like
Trust me, I
smell
did you a
burning
favor.
plastic and rubber.
Trust me, I did you a favor, but
It didn't hit the house
He's-
itself. It's just like the fake lawn that's on fire.
All right, well, I
He's
just want more
squinting
fire.
his eyes at you.
If a few moments pass and you could hear some whirring in the distance. Warning! Additional fires detected. More drones just being dispatched to extinguish the fire. Please get to safety. All personnel, please report to Hickory Village.
Do you think that means the gate personnel as well?
Well, you can hear like some shuffling and you can see like people like, running around. We're going to say that the people, Morris in one of the uniforms, we're going to say Brock is the other one up front because y'all are wearing the IAI uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
The northern gate is right there. You can see that there's only maybe one guy left at the checkpoint. The people in the towers are also seem to have their attention diverted now to what's happening down in the village. And you see fingers going to earpieces and people kind of scrambling around, but there is a bit of a distraction. And as you're approaching maybe the gate, as you're kind of getting a little closer, the distraction that was asked for the night before, you can see maybe just this brief flash of something black in the sky, like near the top of the gate. And just off onto the tower that's to the right, there's 2 at this gate, on a part of the wall that's just off, just below the tower, like the top of the tower where like the guards are looking out, a explosion rocks the wall. It doesn't really seem to do a lot of noticeable damage, but it's almost like you can see after the explosion, like a bunch of colored sparks and things like that start like kind of coming, almost like a big firework or some sort of modified firework hit the side of the wall. And now that everyone seems to be on full alert, people are now scrambling down the towers and looking around like, are we under attack? That doesn't make any sense. Oh my God, we haven't seen a ward for, what's happening over here? All hands to the walls, all hands to the walls. And you see, everyone is just like, there's personnel are shuffling around, alarms are blaring. I need Brock and Morris to make just some very cursory performance checks.
Uh-oh.
Performance checks?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay.
What do we got?
I rolled a dirty 18.
That's nice.
Dirty 20.
In the chaos that is happening here, the people see at the gate, just see like a maintenance van coming up, and because of the fact that they have other things that they just wave you along and open the gate. They see the outfits, they don't even pay attention to what you look like, and they just wave you out.
Nice. Morris switches a piece of gum out from behind the wheel to a new piece of gum.
I'm sorry, you put the gum behind the wheel?
Yeah, like the steering wheel.
Oh my god.
Like to save for later.
Right.
That is disgusting. This is a disgusting man. You open the door opens right, and like there is like what appears to be like kind of a road, but it's mostly just like packed sand and gravel as it opens out into just this vast, empty desert.
We can't see shit. We're in the back, right?
What time
Correct.
of day is it?
It's morning.
Interesting. And there's no vegetation at all.
I mean, maybe the occasional cactus and or like dry bush, but it appears
But we're
very
on
vast,
a road, right?
very desolate. There is what appears to be like a very like cursory type like gravel and sand road.
Everyone in the
that
back's
leads
just like,
out to the north.
Yeah,
And it
I just
appears in
follow
the
that.
distance to kind of curve off, to the east. You can see for a
Pretty sure-
ways. I mean, there's some dunes and things like that that do obscure some of your vision, so you can't just see forever, but there's not a whole lot of coverage.
does anyone have a GPS?
Brock, make me a history check.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
baby.
Uh-oh. Why?
It's be a
You
great time
did
for a
this on
nat 20.
purpose.
I did. He's not very smart.
That's fucking rude. Okay, a 7.
A 7. What I will tell you with the 7, though, Brock,
Mm-hmm.
while obviously it's hard to tell exactly where the fuck you are necessarily, as this is not a grassland or anywhere that you're necessarily familiar with. However,
Right.
you remember that this area that you're in is definitely where they flew you and the rest of the crew out to for some of the initial training exercises, right? Your gravity training and some of the other things y'all had to do to prepare for a space mission. You know that there's only one desert that, these facilities could be in, right? You are in
Mhm.
what would be the name? Because we only came up with the main like city locations and stuff like that. Like we have like Constantinople and things like that, right? But what would be the name of the the big desert biome on Concordia? Give me a name for this desert, Crew.
Say brew.
Oh, man.
Crew.
My
Brew.
brain just keeps going.
I heard
I don't know
brew.
why. My brain keeps going Concordia, cornucopia, fruit. That's all I can think.
Festerio with a PH.
Festerio.
Yeah.
The dunes of Festerio.
Yeah. It's just out in Festerio.
Sure.
Once a native land to many kinds, it is now a desolate desert to which there is no
I was
end.
kind of thinking something akin to like the Mojave, but like how do we Concordiafy the Mojave?
Well, you just take a left down there towards
Albuquerque.
Albuquerque.
fucking, what the hell's that thing called? Finestro, whatever he said.
I don't know.
Take a left.
I kind of like Albuquerque.
I'm sorry, Belbuquerque?
Yeah, dude. I
Okay.
don't know. It just has it. It has it for me. Albuquerque. The
Sure.
dunes of
Albuquerque
Albuquerque.
Desert.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The dunes of Albuquerque.
Brock,
Yeah.
you definitely know that there's only one place that could be, and that's the Belbuquerque Desert.
The dunes of Albuquerque.
Yeah.
You pretty much, can tell Morris, like, well, you don't know exactly where the facility is. There's only one road here, so surely
You keep driving.
you
Yeah, I
keep
don't get
driving,
off
you'll
the
find
road.
a way.
Aztecs and pork pie hats as far as the eye can see.
Hmm. And so you do, Morris. You begin driving, and everything seems to be going kind of smooth. You're like, oh, wow, okay, that kind of worked out. And then
Sure.
blasting
But
out
then-
blasting out from the gate behind you appears to be an IAI buggy with Kankasi and appears to be maybe a passed out Renzax in it. Tearing out of there like a bat out of hell. And behind it are 2 more IAI buggies chasing it out. You can hear the engines just like blasting as they approach, and they eventually catch up to you, and you hear, Kenkasi just say in a weird, broken voice, "There's no time. We must run."
Yeti wakes up, arms back in the air.
Yes, and that is where we're going to call this episode of the Hapless Heroes podcast. Oh, goodness gracious. I thought we'd get to the car chase earlier, but we had to deal with some of the trash magic first and the coffee cake, and that was great.
That was a hilarious episode.
But that's
guys.
okay.
Did anybody actually put Yeti in the van too, or is Yeti screaming back at the cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, for the story, it would be so funny. No.
If he was, you know what? We could retcon and say he's actually in the car, the buggy that's tearing out of there because y'all left him behind.
No, we wouldn't leave Mr. Yeti.
No,
behind.
Of course not. Of course not. He's in the car with you.
Not.
He was carried in there.
Shoddily wrapped in a piece of carpet.
Also, also in a piece of
But
carpet.
hey,
Yes, he's
When
also
it's-
in a piece of carpet, just the hands shoot out of the end of the carpet.
Let me just say, anyone not in carpet while we're doing off-road in a fucking delivery van is getting bruised all over the place.
Y'all are
And
probably
we're
the
just
safest in this van. Yeah.
We're just in the carpet looking at him like, we told you.
Argenta and Ray are the ones who are trying to figure out what the fuck to hold on to now as we are about to enter a chase scene.
Hell
But
yeah.
that chase scene will have to wait. As next week we return back to our intrepid crew aboard the Gabbiani to see what fuckery exists there. And don't worry, the camera will cut back to here one last time.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
but we'll forget entirely what happened by then,
I
so we'll
won't.
be just making it up as we go.
I won't.
Great.
I have the chase planned. That's ready to go. So
Oh, okay.
No, actually, you remembering and the rest of us forgetting is perfect. Just
It is
you return
on
to a
brand.
chase. Okay, let's do this.
On
guys
brand.
hear
Don't
that?
worry. I'll catch everybody up when we come back. Until then, though, to find out what you can do if you really, really like us, I'm going to kick it back off again to me, Fran, in the past. Tell him, Fran, say the thing that you say.
Except this time it's not a lie, it's actually in the past.
Thank you all for listening. If you like what we do, you can find all of our links in one convenient place, and that is our link tree. It's just linktr.ee/haplessheroes. There, you'll find our social media, merch, and Patreon, but most importantly, you will find the crown jewel of our internet presence, and that is our Discord server. It is free to join, and it's where the cast and I hang out the most, chatting with you, our amazing audience, about the show, sharing memes, and geeking out about all things nerdy and delightful. We'd love to have you be a part of that community. Now, if you really like us, please consider leaving us a 5-star rating or review on the podcast service of your choice. It means the world to us. It helps new listeners find the show, and if we spot your review, we'll give you a shout out right here as the 5-star human that you are. Now, if you really, really like us, you can support the show directly by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/haplessheroes. It's also linked on our link tree. We have a treasure trove of bloopers, bonus content, and even some out-of-character episodes from our many years of adventuring together. Some of those we've even released for free. So please, check it out. That's all for now, though. So let's kick it back to the crew in the future. Thanks, Fran. You remain as wise and as handsome as ever. Anyway. There's nothing left.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, find a Foley recording of that, would you, Fran? Future Fran?
For what? For said retching?
Yeah, whatever that noise was. Yeah, find an equivalent noise for that.
But he already made the noise. Like, why do I need to find an equivalent noise if we already have the noise?
And it's going to be played right now.
No, it won't be. Instead, what I'm going to play is the outro for my wonderful cast. And that's going to be starting on my virtual right with Lewis as Morris DeLume. No relation.
Yeah, it could have been a great noise, though. You never know.
Sebastian is Nikita Zangief.
Oh, yeah. Uliana, this is probably your best work. Oh, this
You're
quiche are
eating the
amazing.
quiche inside of a rug. Incredible. Nicole is Uliana Zangief.
Nikita, did you remember to put away the leftovers and wash the dishes when you were done?
Mike as Brock Stark.
Did my horns give away my identity? Do I still look like me?
And Dave as Yeti. He's still going, folks.
The things I do for the internet.
And I'm Francesco. I've been your host and DM. Tune in next week where I kick it back to Dave, and then we'll come back to this at some point. Don't worry. Bye-bye now.
I gave myself
Bye.
Bye now.
Pay your taxes.